Shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ruach Kodash, the Ba'ans, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, listening onto this truth. All right, with whole heart sincerity. And may the blessed election be upon your houses. All right, the time topic of this lesson is going to be, all right, race riots and race wars. All right, is on the horizon. All right, we already see the civil unrest in these people. All right, due to presidential, uh, uh, um, the presidential people that's in power right now. All right, and especially since what's going on right now with this Rodney Hinton case. All right, so race riots, uproars of the people. All right, it is basically here. All right, it's on the horizon, and we're seeing these things pop off, man. Got a quick clip that I have here from the news. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, just play a little bit of it just to get a, quick backstory of, the case and what happened. All right, but Lord willing, this lesson's edifying to the elect of Israel.
Now, breaking news, the man accused of hitting and killing Deputy Larry Henderson with his car in retaliation for a police shooting that killed his son is appearing in court.
You can see Rodney Hinton Jr. is being brought into the courtroom now on arraignment for charges including aggravated murder that could mean he could face the death penalty if convicted. Let's listen in to Judge Jody Lubers.
Here today because Mr. Hinton has been indicted by the grand jury on the two counts of aggravated murder with death penalty specifications, one count of murder, a specialty felony, and 2 counts of felonious assault. Mr. Hinton, if you want to be represented by an attorney but cannot afford one, I will appoint 2 attorneys who are certified by the Ohio Supreme Court to handle death penalty cases. If you hire your own attorney, he or she does not need to be death penalty certified. You can hire 1, 2, or as many lawyers as you want or can afford. If you are indigent and need an attorney appointed, I will select 2 attorneys that are certified by the Ohio Supreme Court. It is my understanding, sir, that you wish to hire your own attorney and in fact that you have retained Mr. Bennett to represent you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. Bennett, you are representing him, isn't that correct? Okay, thank you so much.
All right, so just a quick clip of it, right? And this guy right here, as you see with the jumpsuit on, right? Basically, what happened, as we heard in the intro, all right, was that his son, all right, was killed by some officers. And Randy said his son was unarmed, and he got shot in the back. And the next day, his father got in his car with rage, all right, and ended up putting the officer to death, man. All right, and that's that that eye for eye mentality that he had. All right, and this has caused a lot of controversy, a lot of different opinions, a lot of uproars, and it really sparked a flame in a lot of people, man. Right, I've seen a lot of clips of people saying this started something, this is how we gotta move now. Right, take justice into your own hands. All these different things is the minds of the average Jake in Babylon right now, man. All right, but us, hey, we wait on the Lord, man. But these people are getting ready to get real carnal right now, man. Okay, so this is going to show you that race riots and race wars and so forth is on the horizon, man. All right, a couple months ago, you seen what happened. I believe it was in one of the southern states where there was white supremacists, or so-called white supremacists, that was on the highway, and they were I believe they were protesting, doing something on the highway bridge, the bypass, I believe that's what they call it. And Jake was getting riled up. All right, even going back further, a couple years ago, when they had that fight on the I forgot what they called it, man. When they had that fight on that water, man. When it was coming off the boat, you know, there was a name to have for it, man. But it's going to show you how tensions are constantly increasing in this place, man. It's showing you how this nation is truly divided. And like the scripture says, I'm going to get that scripture shortly. A kingdom divided and nation divided, cannot stand. All right. So we're seeing more and more things happen in this place, man. All right. We're seeing uproars of the people. We're seeing pestilences, famines, all right, and so forth, man. So all these things are signs to let us know the times that we are in, the times that we are entering into, and letting us know that we are getting closer and closer to the kingdom ultimately, all right, and also closer to, the return of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, all right, and this is, just more, into it, all right, but let's get into some of these precepts. This is Mark, the 3rd chapter, verse 25, I just quoted. All right, and it reads, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. All right, and hey, this place is highly divided, man. All right, this is a highly divided place, man. All right, you got Democrat versus Republic. All right, left versus right, north versus south, east versus west. All right, this nation is highly divided, right, and this cannot stand. Okay, and I want to search this up too real quick, just to prove it, right. Right, real quick, because we're seeing the downfall of this kingdom happen before our eyes. Salakia. It's like J typo. Right. Oh, here we go. Right. So right here it says the average time span of an empire is 250 years. Right. That is how long most of these kingdoms, right? These different kingdoms lasted for, right? That is their average time span. When we look at Babylon, America, right? All right. Right. So it says the United States is officially 248 years old as the Declaration of Independence was adopted on July 4th, 1776. Right. So Babylon is damn near getting ready to hear that peak, man. Right. So America, right, Babylon is gonna hit that 250-year mark, all right, approximately on July 4th, 2026, right? That's when, they should be hitting that 250-year time, man. All right. So all these other empires that have been in rulership, their average time frame been 250 years, and then they get destroyed. All right. And Babylon is at 248 years or 249 years, and they're about to hit at 250 in July 4th the next year. All right, so going to show us the time is moving, man. This place is collapsing before our eyes, man. We're seeing all these prophecies take place. We're seeing all these prophecies getting ready to take place. The dominoes are getting put in its place to ultimately, once that one domino fall, all of them start falling, man. All right. Let's get this real quick. Second Ezra, the 15th chapter, start at verse 15, and it reads, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. And that's what we're getting ready to see in this place, man. All right. That modern day sword is these guns, these different weapons. All right. It's about to be looking like a civil war in this place, man. It's going to be looking like full-blown anarchy in this place, man. The whole idea or concept of people acting civilized or being rational is going to be out the window, man. Right? We're going to be seeing a lot of barbaric things coming out of these people, man. All right? Majority of people in Babylon, these people bugged out in this place, man. A lot of people is functioning serial killers, functioning socios or psychopaths in this place, man. All right? So when there's no type of a fear or consideration of law and order, it's gonna be full-blown anarchy in this place, man. Race riots popping off and so forth, man. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and one invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Again, like I said, right, they're not gonna be caring about rules, man. They're not gonna be caring about or worrying about, the punishment or judgment to come from these devils, man. They're gonna be full-blown anarchy in this place, man. Reason you see a lot of these people that are putting on the face of acting civilized and normal, quote unquote normal in this place, because they know the punishment that could come behind that, man. But once that punishment is taken away hey, it's gonna be full blown anarchy in this place, man. All right. I want to jump down to verse 19, and it reads, "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." All right. So, mind you, in the midst of Jacob's trouble, famine, all hell break loose, race riots, race wars, all right, pestilences and so forth, right? When this place is truly at its all time worst, all right, your neighbor is gonna be ready to kick down your front door and put you to death, man, for a bottle of water, right? Not even a full bottle. It could be a cap full, a cap of water that's full, man, for a piece of bread, for whatever the case may be, man. All right, and a lot of people that live in different neighborhoods, whatever the case may be, their neighborhoods be highly mixed or integrated, whatever you want to call it, man. All right, and you got to see a lot of division, man. All right, especially, oh man, we was talking about this at camp, man. People that live in gated communities, right? Especially since those gated communities are, powered by electricity and so forth. EMP hit, that gate ain't opening, man. All right, them gates be heavy, man. All right, it's about to be like a war zone inside a lot of these gated communities, man. You trapped in, man. All right. But these are the times that we're getting ready to enter into. And what we see happening right now with this Rodney Hinton case, right, it is just a precursor or just a glimpse, all right, to what's really getting ready to pop off in this place, man. All right, this is why we need to come back and serve Yahweh Shemal Shah, right? Because we need the hedge of protection of Yahweh Shemal Shah, all right? Because, hey, these scriptures is really what's going to keep us sane and stable in these times. A lot of these people, they don't know Yahweh Shemal Shah. They don't know the breakdowns. They don't care to even know or understand it, man. Right? They after their own, vain wants and opinions and thoughts and so forth, man. All right? And let me get this real quick. And I'm going to look something up after this. This is Isaiah 33:6, and it reads, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength and salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure," right? So the wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures is what's going to be keeping us stable, sane, give us comfort and protecting in these times that we're coming into, man. Because we have the download, man. We know what's about to happen in this place, man. The Lord already put us on game to what's to come, man. All right? We have spiritual insider training. We could tell the future. We know the future because we have these scriptures, man. We have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding these scriptures through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemal Shah. Right? Majority of people don't. That's why when shit pop off, they're going to be out here looking like a chicken with their head cut off, man. Not knowing what to do, man. That's why they're going to be, flocking towards the prophets, man. All right? I want to look this up real quick. Because I mentioned the gate. Let me do this. Let's see. So 25 pounds per linear foot, therefore a 10-foot. All right, it's decent right here. All right, because average gated communities, the gates be looking like this. And it'd be like two of them, right? Maybe a little bit bigger. But it says a steel gate generally weighs about 25 pounds per linear foot. Therefore, a 10-foot steel gate panel would weigh approximately 250 pounds, man. Right? Shit, your average individual can't even lift up 250 pounds, man. All right, Babylon full of obese people and people out of shape in this place, man. All right. But, hey, that just go to show you, man, when shit pop off in these places, man, gay community is going to be a dreadful sight to see, man. All right. Well, let me get this, man. Because, hey, these devils hate us, man. Again, going back to that Rodney Hinton case, Ezekiel 35:5. "Because thou hast had perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end." Right? Matter of fact, let me do this. Let me open this whole thing up. Let me read verse 6. "Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sit thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. right? So these devils have had a perpetual hatred for us, man. All right, and you really about to see that when these race riots, these race wars, really pop off in this place, man. Right? Because you get little glimpses of them here and there. All right, a little precursor, a little sample. All right, but for the most part, a lot of these demons, these devils try to keep it under wraps, try to act cordial, whatever the case may be. See them at your job, your neighbor, on your day to day walk, trying to keep it cordial. But in reality, hey, they hate you, man. Right? They want to put you to death, man. All right, and that's the problem too with Jake, man. Right? Jake want to love their enemies so much, man. They got that Stockholm syndrome, man. Right? Loving their oppressors, man. Right? Their oppressors. I mean, that mindset, my oppressor can't do no wrong, man. All right, that's that Stockholm syndrome, man. But these devils truly hate you. All right, they have, like Scripture says, perpetual hatred. And when we go into that word perpetual, it's the etymology for perpetual. All right, it says everlasting, unceasing, existing indefinitely, continuing forever in future time, uninterrupted, continuous. What else it says? Universal, permanent. All right. Let's see what else. Lasting. All right. What does this one say? To seek, to go, aim at, and so forth, man. All right. So they have a everlasting, in existing indefinitely, right? Continuing forever in future, without end, right here, without end, hatred for you, man. Right? These devils have a next level hatred for you, man. So if you are in the mindset of thinking when shit pops off in this place that, your enemies, these devils, is not going to try to put you to death or not going to try to hunt you down, then that is a foolish and destructive mindset, man. Right? What the scriptures tell? Matter of fact, let me get it, man. Right? It tells us to never trust these devils, man. Sirach, the Torah, chapter verse 10. Matter of fact, I'm going to open it up. I'm going to read a little bit on it. Sirach, the Torah, chapter verse 10. And it reads, never trust thine enemies, for as an iron rushes, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou had wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. All right. So these devils, right, they hate you, man. You can never trust these devils truly, man. Even on your day to day, while you be seeing these devils hitting you with that little puppy dog smile, man. All right, yeah, that's fake, man. Right? But in their heart, they hate you, man. In their heart, they want to put you to death. Right? In their heart, they got a knife behind their back and they ready to stab you in the back, man. All right. Okay, so these race riots, race wars is gonna be a reality in this place, man. All right, and seeing what's happening right now with this Rodney Hinton case, and seeing the reactions of the people, all right, especially predominantly Jake people, are showing you, hey, shit, Jake and these Edomites, man, are showing you how tensions are constantly increasing in this place, man. All right, this place is finished, man. All right, this is why we need to seek the Lord. This is why we need Yahweh Shemal Shah. This is why we need salvation, the hedge of protection over us, man. Divine intervention, man. And because it's about to get real bad out in this place, man, out here, man. And without Yahweh Shemal Shah being with you, man, you cooked, man. All right, so we need to continually do everything that we must do to be found pleasing in the sight of Yahweh Shemal Shah, to continually have that hedge of protection over us, and to be found favorable in the sight of Yahweh Shemal Shah, to ultimately receive that reward, salvation, out of this place, man. All right. But hey, I'm going to wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect of Israel. With that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakwakadash, that belongs to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who well. Peace, blessings, salutations to the full elect that is out there pushing, laboring, believing, and listening to this truth with heart sincerity. Until next time, Shalom, and a ball, Kwame Sharala, Shalom.